What's up, Dallas Cowboys fans? Tim here on Thursday, game day for the Dallas Cowboys as they take on the Tennessee Titans tonight in a game that really means absolutely nothing for the Titans as they still struggle to find their footing for the playoffs. They've got to win the division to get in, you would think, over there in that AFC, and they still have a chance at the AFC South Division crown, but they're going to have to beat Jacksonville next week in order for that to happen. The Cowboys game really means nothing for them. But some interesting and I think kind of funny news. If you're a KaVontae Turpin fan, as many of us are, as he has come on like gangbusters here for the Cowboys, especially in the preseason with the big showing. I think it was against the Chargers. Did he have a kick return and a punt return for touchdowns in the preseason that really earned him a spot on the 53-man roster when the season started? But we're all familiar basically with his history. You know, he had some issues at TCU, got booted from the roster after some legal issues by Gary Patterson. He signed with minor pro league Frisco something or other in 2020, and that league got canceled due to COVID late 19 or early 2020. He had a run through the Fan Control Football League, the Spring League, also played in Europe for a little bit in 2021, then made himself available for the USFL draft, where we sort of were all a little bit more familiar with him as he played for the New Jersey Generals. He was the 103rd overall pick in the draft for the Generals of the USFL, led the league in receiving, was named the league MVP, and he caught the attention, of course, of several NFL teams, but John Fossil, the special teams coordinator, had been really studying him since his days at TCU, he said. And, of course, came on, made the roster. And everyone's a fan of KaVontae Turpin. Some of us would like to see him used a little bit more in the regular offensive game plan, but maybe that'll happen. Maybe it won't. It's not for us to decide. But an interesting fact as we get down to the meat here. On Thursday night, tonight, KaVontae Turpin will play in his 30th pro football game of this calendar year. So, of course, with New Year's coming up on Sunday, this is the final game for the Cowboys in the 2022 calendar year. When you take into account all of the games he has played in the USFL and the NFL, so the USFL is a 10-game season, plus he played in one playoff game. So he has 11 games played for the USFL and the New Jersey Generals. He appeared in all three preseason games for the Cowboys, and he has appeared in the 15 games thus far for the Cowboys, and then tonight on Thursday will be the 16th game. You take into account all of those games, including, I guess it would be 18, including the preseason. That's 30 games, 30 professional football games played by KaVontae Turpin in the calendar year, which I think is astonishing and amazing. All at the same time, because he's played at a pretty high level, really, in the two stops that he's been at. He had to play well in the preseason to make the roster for the regular season with the Cowboys. That's understood. And then, you know, he's played well for his role, the role that he's been given for the Cowboys. So he's not only played in 30, or will play in 30 football games, professional football games on Thursday. He's played at a pretty decent level, I think, along all of those stops. So just an interesting tidbit there if you're a KaVontae Turpin fan. I thought you guys would like to hear that. So everybody tune in tonight for the Cowboys-Titans. We will be doing the live play-by-play, the in-game updates over at CowboysSI.com. We'll have that for you over there in case you're unable to watch the game. And which I don't know, in 2020, almost 3 now, who can't watch the game on their phone or whatever. But anyway, we're required to do that anyway over at CowboysSI.com. But go Cowboys, and we'll see you tonight. I'm Tim, and we'll see you.